Hello everyone and welcome to Delete Plays Heroes of the Storm Alpha. And I am super excited to be playing this right now, and I saw early footage gameplay of this game and I thought, wow, that seems like a lot of fun. I am a MOBA player myself. I play a lot of Dota 2, been playing for many years now, and recently started playing League of Legends with some buddies as well. So I'm not new to the genre, of course, and I was really excited to try this game because, for one, it's from Blizzard, and from two, it looked really damn cool to be able to pick and choose all these very iconic Blizzard characters and pit them up against one another in battle. So I did want to just do a first impressions kind of gameplay against some people, but the tutorial mode is very extensive, very long, and also there's so many things to talk about in this game as I went through the first tutorial. So I just want to kind of make a first video where I'm gonna play against bots and talk about the various mechanics of the game and the things that I'm noticing, the differences between League of Legends and Dota 2. And also the uniqueness of this game. And then for the second video I'm gonna be actually playing against people. So for now I have this lovely Kerrigan selected, and this game seems to work on a free-to-play model. Right now there are a few heroes that I can play that are free-to-play, and if I wanted to play other heroes like Gazlo, for example, I would have to unlock him, and unlocking Gazlo, there's a strange little graphical glitch here. Costs money, which I'm not gonna do. So yeah, there are some really unique heroes. The Diablo, Warcraft, and Starcraft universes, of course, are all here. And clicking invite here would actually make a party, so you can invite your friends or just random people who are also looking for a party. You could change the mode to be custom versus co-op against AI, and also practice. I'm just going to do a practice match for now. Skins are awesome. You've got a master skin for every hero, so once you hit level 10 with that hero, and I'll explain that in a second, you unlock the master skin. If you wanted the succubus skin or the countess skin, you could unlock them for real money as well. Alternatively, you do have an in-game currency, which you get from playing games and or leveling up, I'm not sure. I believe it's just leveling up because I got this 1000 gold from hitting my character to level 2, or my profile rather. And there's also different color variations as well, which is really cool. In this game you have mounts, so you'll be seeing that when I enter a game as well. So there's a lot of unlockable things. And hero info, I'll speak about that in a second, but it's really interesting, so you can learn about all the characters really quickly. As for the interface, it's very StarCraft 2 like. If you look at the options, it's almost identical to StarCraft 2. And yeah, so without further ado, I just want to get into the game.
Wait till they get.
And there's like this cool little animation where all your heroes actually get ready for battle. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so we're gonna be playing Dragon Shire. This is my first time playing this, but it's against bots, so it's not gonna matter too much. Okay, so this is the spawn point, or the fountain, and as soon as you come in, you're gonna notice a few things. Now, I don't know whether this is just for the tutorial or if it's the whole game is gonna be played like this, but this is my first impression. I've seen gameplay footage, but that was a long time ago. Game's still in alpha, so I don't know if they've changed anything, but first thing you're gonna notice is that you have talents, and you have all your abilities at the beginning of the game except for your heroic ability, which unlocks at level 10. So all your abilities are available at the beginning. And second thing you're gonna notice is that in this game there is no shop. So in League of Legends and in Dota 2, you would buy items to make your character stronger, to be able to adapt to the enemy team and what they have, whether you need more armor, magic armor, whatever the case may be. In this game there is no shop, and you don't have to worry about leveling up your skills, which I think kind of takes away a lot of the learning curve of this game and makes it a little bit more about skill, you know, not so much about, oh, well, it's arguable, but I think it does take away a lot of the learning curve. It's one less reason for players to get mad at one another for buying wrong items or not having items, not having a lot of gold. So because there is no shop, there's no gold in this game, so you don't have to worry about last hits at all. It's really just all about experience and all about how you utilize your skills and your hero as a player, and not so much about what items you buy and so on and so forth. So heroes are gonna have to be, I'm not sure whether to say more flexible or less flexible, in that in the other MOBA games you could pick a hero and then say, okay, this hero is good at this or this, depending on what items I build and depending on what I'm going up against, I'm going to build it this way. Whereas this game, you don't have that luxury, so your hero is, well, not going to have any items. So instead of that kind of customization, you might put it, or that in that kind of way where games are always different, there's a new thing, or it's new for me at least, talents. So instead of leveling up and leveling up your abilities, you level up and level up talents, and the levels are here. And from what I've noticed, your team actually all levels up at the same time. So if you see up here, both teams are at level 1. Okay, so this isn't actually kills, this is levels. So once you reach level 4, everybody on your team will reach level 4, and they will all unlock their level 4 talent. When you start off the game, you have a level 1 talent. So I could choose between Siphoning Impact or Sharpened Blades. And actually I haven't really looked at Kerrigan's skills. The tutorial starts you off with playing Rainer. Okay, this is a stun, this is a pull, and this is a leap. Okay, she has very interesting spells. I think I'm gonna go with the... Okay, this could heal me. I'll go with the Sharpened Blades for now, it's not a big deal. And here are the mounts. So everybody on your team is going to have a mount. This allows you to move around faster. In order to equip your mount, or dismount, you press the Z key. And then there's a 4-second cooldown. Then you can channel it for a second, and you're back on your mount. Now, taking damage is, or attacking or using an ability is going to take you out of your mount state, but you will move faster. So this is a really good way to get around the map and gank opponents, you know. It's really interesting. The map is down here, and as you can see, it's a lot smaller. It really is. The structures aren't that far away from each other. You can see that this is essentially the tier 3, and these are the tier 4s. The shrine, or the ancient, actually attacks, and a lot of structures attack. I believe these structures all attack. This structure attacks. So it's all really cool.
This world is mine.
Okay, so as soon as I attack, I'm going to exit my mount
enemy
state.
heroes, minions, and structures. Heroes must be close to where the enemy dies to gain experience.
Wow, that's a really strong stun.
Control them and reverse the Dragon Knight.
They're just bots, so it's not a big deal, but that was really cool. Wow, Kerrigan is really awesome. Okay. So yeah, the bots are pretty bad, but what do you expect? Like I said, the minimap is really small. I mean, look at the distance between these two towers. It's puny.
The dragon's power is yours.
Heroes hiding in bushes are invisible to enemies outside. Heroes become visible if they leave, or if an enemy enters the bush they're hiding in.
Okay, so I didn't really want to interrupt the guy, but basically it's just like League. The bushes act pretty much the same way. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so now my team has it level 4. Okay, so now you can see everybody on the team has hit level 4 and they can get their level 4 talent. Couple things I want to mention. As you can tell, when the game started, there's a game mode. So there are several different game modes, but all the maps are more or less the same. It's 3 lanes, 2 bases, pretty traditional stuff. I'm just gonna quickly wait before I select my talent. Let me take a second to talk. So the camera is really interesting. It's kind of a hybrid of locked camera and not locked camera, and I haven't found an option yet to kind of change it around. So basically, when you want to move your camera around, let's just pick one. Basic attack splash for 50. Wow, that's really good. Every 10 seconds you deal an extra damage. Let's just go with the previous one.
Well,
Oh, this still pauses the game. Okay, so I'll just let them do their thing. So if you wanted to move your camera, just going to the edges is not gonna go any farther than having your hero in the screen. Your hero needs to be somewhere in the screen, so this is the limits of your camera. So it's not purely locked in, you do get to see a little bit, and the map is small, so seeing about this far is good enough. However, if you wanted to look at other lanes, what you would have to do is click on the mini-map, and that frees up your camera completely. Now I can go around, look at the jungle. Jungle creeps, or mercenary camps, when you defeat these creeps, or minions, or whatever you want to call them, they actually join your team and they will spawn from a lane and push the lane, which is really interesting. And the towers have ammo, so you can see it up here. So after the towers run out of ammo, they have to reload. Oh wow. Relax, buddy. Jeez. I was talking. Oh. Good job, Malfurion. Oh, let's reclaim this.
On my way.
Wow, Uther's
Killing
Uther has a
spree.
passive which allows this guy to like move around and scout and attack. That's interesting. Yeah, so these guys have
talents
ammo.
greatly improve your hero.
Okay, yes, I get it. So this game is a lot more faster paced. Towers have ammo, so they will go down very, very quickly. They can't stay up forever. You know, they're gonna run out of ammo hitting the minions, and then your heroes are gonna be free to wreck face. There's also a gate, so basically
Those abilities.
you cannot,
Choose your
if you're an
talents
enemy
as
hero,
soon as
you
they're
cannot walk
unlocked.
through this. So there's no such thing as tower diving. Once you pass through this wall, they cannot come after you. So the game is faster in the sense that the map is smaller, towers have ammo, you know, everybody levels up at the same time. So like if top lane gets kills, I'm gonna get experience, and we're gonna all get experience. So it's really, really interesting. So even if one lane does poorly, if another lane does well, your whole team will even out. So I think that's really interesting, and I haven't played this enough to really judge whether or not, or that's a like an excellent idea, a poor idea, how that affects gameplay. But it's definitely very different. It's also more new or casual player friendly. But at a competitive level, the no tower diving, it's too early to say, I would say. Also spawns 2 Zerglings. That is pretty. Oh, basic attacks decrease. You know what? But like,
No time
okay, one
like
thing
the
I
present.
forgot to mention is that once you pick a talent, you have that talent and you can't pick the other one. So because I picked Battle Momentum, I can't pick Impaling Swarm. So judging on the game and who we're up against, how we're doing, I might pick a different talent. But once you pick it, you cannot go back to that. You can see there's 2 other talents that are locked here. I'm assuming you unlock those by leveling up your hero. And I don't mean leveling up as an in-game. You actually have an out-of-game level for each of your heroes. So if I only play Raynor, my Raynor is gonna be really, really strong. And what I mean is that every time you win a game with a certain character, that character of yours will level up. So it's a really unique blend of World of Warcraft, where you have mounts, you have talents, your character actually has levels that makes your character arguably better the more you play with that character, the more you win with that character. Yeah, and it's really interesting. And of course the Hearth Stone is the recall of League of Legends, and of course this bush. So there's a lot of similarities to League. and yet this game has a lot of uniqueness of its own. And of course, no shot means no TP scroll, so that's different from Dota 2. And it's just really unique and also really similar. I mean, if you play League and you go to this, I would argue that this is a lot easier to learn because the bush mechanics and recall is very similar. And yeah, I mean, you have less things to learn about the items and the talents. The map's smaller. It's easier to stay alive because you can just walk past this wall, but as a trade-off your towers will die eventually. So it's really, really interesting. Oh, okay. I have to participate or be flagged as AFK. That's interesting.
My conquest continues.
Yeah, so there's a lot to say about this game.
The swarm consumes.
Let me just kill Tychus for a second. And I think it's so cool how you get to battle and pick all your iconic Blizzard characters. I think it's wonderful.
Your team
And I think
is
Kerrigan
unable to
is
walk
super
through the
strong.
enemy's front gate. You will have to destroy it to get through.
Right, so he's talking about that right now. Of course, your health and your mana is down here, but mana is not a problem. Look at this. My skills, none of my skills cost over 100 mana, and I have like 600 mana.
This world is
So I could do like 2 cycles of my abilities, and they're super low cooldown. 8 seconds, 12 seconds, 8 seconds. That is ridiculous. And I don't think Kerrigan's the only character with that kind of low cooldown sense. Oh no, he dodged it! Get back here. Oh man, Kerrigan. I think I'm gonna main Kerrigan just because how much I love her as a character. And how fun she is to play. Oh, the leap cooldown is so
Talents
short.
greatly improve your hero's abilities. Choose your talents as soon as they're unlocked.
I'm busy.
Choose a
Awesome. Okay, so now we've hit level, we've actually hit level 11, as you can see at the top. So now everyone on my team has their heroic ability unlocked. So this is a really big deal. Everybody gets their ultimate at the same time. So right now, because I'm new to playing Kerrigan, my Kerrigan is a level 1 Kerrigan, I can only pick Maelstrom, which is deal 105 damage per second near my enemies, last for 9 seconds. Okay, so this is like a AoE around Kerrigan. If you stay around here, you're gonna get a ton of damage, which is really cool. At least that's what it sounds like. Let me actually go attack some neutrals. Okay, so
Riding
Rainer
a
here
mount
is...
allows you to move faster. The default hotkey for your mount is Z.
Thanks for interrupting me. So me and Rainer and I just captured this camp. So now you can see these creeps are moving towards the lane and are gonna assist us in pushing. So this is really, really cool. Oh, let me just kill Tychus for a second. That was pretty awful stunning. Oh, and hero respawn is up here. So, you know, they die and then they come closer to the middle and then they respawn. Let me use my ultimate. This is really cool.
Your mana is low. Drink from a healing
Wow, this costs 100
fountain or
mana.
use your
Okay.
Hearthstone to return to base and replenish your mana.
Sure, I'll show everybody what that looks like after I recapture this shrine, which I still don't know what it does, but yeah, I'm not too concerned about learning the different game modes just yet. I just want to learn the basic mechanics and the differences for people that want to get into this game. So I'm going to hide in bush and recall, which is pretty standard. Apparently the shrines link up and they do something near the middle. Right click the statue to activate. So I think activating this gives us a giant creep that helps us in pushing, which is pretty cool. Lingering Essence, increased assimilation shield duration. Oh, yeah, that's my passive. Gain 10% of damage dealt as shield for 6 seconds. Okay, so when I go in and I do damage, especially against the hero, I will gain a shield, which is really cool. So it helps Kerrigan be a little bit more survivable as an assassin or a ganker. One thing to note is you can't see your character's stats other than these two, health and mana, but you can see their damage when they hit a unit. Increases ravage range, increases shield duration. I think I'll go with the increased ravage range. One thing you noticed earlier is that the camera automatically panned back to my hero. After a certain period of time, this is the Ancient, which attacks by itself, and what is that? Okay, so when the enemy team gets neutrals, I think these are the best ones to push with. You will actually be informed. Where's my character? Okay, there's my mount. I'm gonna get into this battle. The mount helps me get into the battle really quickly. That's a lot of dudes. Slow it down a bit with the stun. I could also call for help.
Let's defend this fort.
Okay, pressing V by default calls for retreat. Pressing G becomes the ping. And of course pulling it means defending. So just like in League. I'm gonna pull them a little closer here. Let's see if I can get the kill. Yes. I have a shield on so I can be a little brave. Bots aren't the most compelling. Uther got a quad kill. Nice.
Easier than expected. Untouchable. My conquest continues.
So because there are no items, and all your abilities, except for your ultimate, are given at the beginning, I would assume it's very hard to come back when you are behind. The only way to come back is to play better is to outplay the enemy team, because you can't buy like an item and that would help you get an advantage. You can't get like another skill that's gonna give you an advantage. You have them all at the beginning, so if you were losing then, nothing's really gonna change unless you play better. Oh man, Kerrigan is so good. Get back here. Back here. No, you're not getting past that one.
On my way.
So we just killed the tier 3, and these are the tier 4s. There's actually 2 tier 4s.
Talents greatly improve your hero's abilities.
Oh, there's only
your
one,
talents
two.
as soon as they are
Okay,
unlocked.
I miscounted, but you can think of it that way in terms of the position on the minimap. Deal extra damage to disabled targets. Increases assimilation shields from base attacks. I think this is better. It doesn't really matter, it's a bot game. And every game you can decide, or every game you could pick a different. So like, let's just say I pick these ones, right? So the next game I play, I can pick different ones and see how they turn out. And depending on who we're playing up against, you know, we can always switch those around. So this thing is attacking me, and the Ancient attacks as well, and I'm taking a lot of damage, so I'm gonna get out.
Your mana is low.
Man, Kerrigan's
Drink
burst
from a
damage is just
healing
so good.
fountain or use your Hearthstone to return to base and replenish your mana.
So Uther's still attacking, which is pretty funny.
Hero of the storm.
Oh, when you get 20 kills, you are called Hero of the Storm. That's interesting. Damn it, Rainer, that was my kill. So yeah, games are super fast. Like this, I know this was against bots, but this game ended in like 10 minutes. That's pretty fast. And there is no hills, or bushes. Oh god, get me out of here. Diablo, stop. Diablo, stop. You're gonna die, Diablo. Yeah.
Double kill.
Stop it, Tychus. Give me a kill.
Quadruple kill.
Oh my god. Oh! I just noticed something. Okay, so the kill streaks is actually team-based because everybody on the team got every bail. Oh no, I'm gonna die!
Your killing spree has ended.
You have died, but don't worry. You'll revive back at your base shortly.
Wow. See, I'm level 18. I'm only out for like 25 seconds, which is insane. So you come back really quickly. This is the health of the... well, it's called a core in this game. And yeah, kill streaks are shared. So everybody on our team basically got a kill there, but the kill streaks were still ramping up, which is really interesting. And your kill streak individually is down here. I'm at like 20 or something. So yeah, that's really interesting. One thing I forgot to do is you can press tab and you can bring up like the scoreboard and see who has how many takedowns, who has how many deaths, so on and so forth. Or you can also change that screen to display talents, and I think that would show you the talents of all your teammates. Yeah, so as you can see, once you finish a game, you will get experience for your character. So my player level is level 2, but my Kerrigan level is level 1. So if I were to get my Kerrigan level up, I'd be able to get those other talents or those other abilities that you saw, and also that Master Kerrigan skin, which I think is really cool. So yeah, that was the bot game. There was so much to talk about that I couldn't get through it all. Yeah. What did I miss? Yeah, there really is a lot to talk about. But I think this game is really easy to pick up, especially if you've played other MOBAs before. I think this is probably one of the easiest MOBAs to pick up. And at the same time, it's probably, I wouldn't say most, would I dare say most casual? Oh, I'm getting chills and goosebumps just saying that. So I'm gonna take that back, but I think it's super easy and super quick to learn characters. You just go here and change your hero, look at the hero info, and you can see their abilities. And it's not gonna get any more complicated than this. Why do I have like little black spots? Is that screen tearing? Is that considered screen tearing? You know, I never actually saw how to see my FPS. I'm gonna assume that's screen tearing.